Hello everybody and welcome to the big game 9-hole cup, not the tournament itself, but we do have a full 9 of the Milano coming up with new hole location, and it can't be better. We obviously do have the guides for you. There are free playthroughs out on the channel for rookie players and also for pro and expert players. For master division players there will be content throughout the tournament as well, for to have something to follow. But the best way to do and go about it is obviously to go to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. You do have the QR code here on the screen, or you do have the link in the description down below. There you can sign up for the standalone 9-hole cup guide packages, because I understand that 18-hole tournaments could be a bit time consuming, but you still want to play the 9-hole cups, and then you can buy for them only. And if there come a time you want to play the 18-hole tournaments, you can always upgrade, include both. That's up to you. So you can start with the 9-hole cup guide packages and then wait with the other. For the 9-hole cups, we are doing content for expert and master division, and we're doing a qualifying round guide, we're doing a final round guide, and the guides are out the same day as the round is starting. So qualifying round guide is already out on Thursday, and then the final round guide is obviously out on Saturday. We are, as we are going, uploading shots in Telegram, so for those that can't wait 8 hours for the guide to come out, from when the tournament starts, then you can always follow along when the shot creators are sharing their shots and their IDs already early. Obviously that's not exactly as good as following the guide, because it's always good to have the guide with all the details and stuff like that, but there is a possibility. Obviously in Telegram you can ask questions, you can learn and improve, because that's what's all about. We want you to become a better player, and that you will by joining us. We have more than 2,000 unique players in our community, where we have the largest community by far when it comes to pro, expert and master division players. Signing up for the 9-hole cup guides or any package that include the 9-hole cup guides will give you access to everything we do for the 9-hole cup. So even if you play expert division normally, but you might want to take a stab at master, you can do that, because you will get access to both. So you can try out master day 1, it wasn't something for you, then you can go back and play expert on day 2, or vice versa. That's obviously up to you to do that. Clubs that we're catering towards when it comes to expert: APOC 4+, obviously when it comes to using the rocking quarterback, we're using that too. APOC 5+ in master, and it's free to play balls and paid balls for both the divisions. So you can decide to play it very cheap, if we can call it like that, with free to play balls, or you can decide to spend some paid balls as well, and get yourself a possibility to play those shots also. So make sure to continue to watch this video. Maybe you want to go into a little practice for the big game 9-hole cup, new hole locations as I said, and the practice is always a good way to do so. If any questions before sign up, you can go and email support@golfclashtommy.com. Continue to watch this video. You will see some example guides here from us when it comes to the 9-hole cups, not just for the big game 9-hole cup, but also for all the 9-hole cups that we're doing, as we are using the same format. Thank you so much then, and continue to watch the video now and see the packages that's following now. So when you do go to patreon.com/golfclashtommy, then you will see all our packages. You can see that we do have a lot of packages here on the website, but the one for us to focus on here is the 9-hole ultimate text guide. This is a cheaper package than if you would be choosing 18-hole tournament package and stuff like that. But here it includes everything that we are doing for the 9-hole cup. It doesn't matter if you are a master player, you will get access to expert. It doesn't matter if you are an expert player, you will get access to master. That is how we want to put it up. So if you are a 9-hole cup player, then you get access to all the things that we're doing regardless what division. If we happen to start doing guides for pro, then we will be including that as well with no additional cost. When it comes to the divisions expert and master, we're doing a qualifying round guide that both are out on Thursday, and when it comes to the final round guide, they both for both divisions are out on Saturday. Obviously, as you only have 24 hours to play the final round, it is important that we are quick, making the right decisions and give you a guide that make you compete. And that's also why it's such a massive advantage having a guide for the 9-hole cup, and why you that do sign up for the 6th anniversary 9-hole cup guide will have such a massive advantage to bring home a good score is that it's a short amount of time. So having a guide, having dialed in shots will give you an advantage over the others that do not. And that is a really important thing to have in mind. We do have a Telegram chat. Make sure to join that. The whole chats are out for the 6th anniversary 9-hole cup and also for the 9-hole cups for the whole January. So make sure to join them because there we post early content. We also are there to help if something doesn't work as you want. You upload a video and we help you out. It's a perfect way as a support system. So you choose this package, 9-hole ultimate text guide. You can see it's 86 Swedish, which is approximately $8.50, and that is for a month. And all the 9-hole cups, that is for that, for the 30 days from when you sign up, then that will be included in your package. Then it will renew if you want it to renew, or you cancel if it wasn't something for you. Again, we do have so many other packages as well, and if you want to bundle in together the 9-hole cup with any of the 18-hole tournament guides, you scroll down to 9-hole plus ultimate tourney guide for whatever division you are looking for. So again, we have something for each and every one, so make sure to scan the QR code here above me or use the link in the description and go there. Let's now move on and take a look at some examples for expert and master division. So yes, expert division, we are doing a qualifying round guide and the final round guide for the 9-hole cups in expert. Obviously, there are a lot of players that do play the expert 18-hole tournaments that do step up into master to play, but we still want to provide the 9-hole cup guides for expert for those that do not have the possibility to play master or do not want to. So we offer both. Again, you get access to both expert and to master, so you can choose during the tournament what you want to play. So you can try expert day 1, then go master day 2, try master day 1, go expert day 2, for an example. Alright, so when it comes to our guide, make sure to read through the general advice and understanding our guides and balls, curl and wind angles page. And the reason for that is that the guide could, especially as a new user, it could be a lot of data, could be a bit overwhelming, but here take 5 minutes, read it through, and it will be so much easier when you look at the guide. Obviously, when it comes to the guide team, it is looking very similar, but not exactly the same all the times as the 18-hole tournaments. But we are plenty of people. It's not just one guy doing the shots, and it's not just one guy doing the slides. We are a lot of people involved, regardless what division, to ensure the world-class quality and to be several steps ahead, as per usual, from the other guide creators. Now, a par 4 to start with, you see we have the drive at the top, the second shot at the bottom. This to be easier for you to follow than having it left to right. It's an easier structure on the page, and it will allow you to get everything for the drive and then naturally just look further down to see the second shot. We work a lot with tables. We're catering to Apocalypse level 4+ when it comes to expert, and obviously when it comes to quarterback and the rock and stuff like that, we're using that when we can. But as a main driver, it's the Apocalypse, and we're catered to Apocalypse level 4+. Focusing on to always have a base of free-to-play balls. Does that mean that you can never use any special balls? Sure you can. I mean, you can use a special ball more or less on every hole that we do suggest. Could be a specific time where we do want a specific wind strength where it may be best to use a specific ball. But free-to-play balls and standard balls doesn't matter. You can use whatever when it comes to expert. We're obviously always also focusing on adding some more aggressive lines. It is like you can see here now, here on hole number 2, we have 2 options, right? We have ascend it with a specific special ball, then we do have ascend it that is with just a berserker. That gives you 2 different outcomes where you could in that case get yourself a much better outcome by using a better ball. So we try to analyze to see, okay, here we do want to have more aggressive approach, and then if requires a special ball, then we always have them free to play as a base, but adding then the special ball. That's the same as we're working in master. That's the same as we're working in the 18-hole tournaments. The difference between expert and master is that we mainly have then a special ball as a first option, where we have a backup with a brilliant free to play ball shot. Wind angle tweaks, if we deem it necessary, it's not something you have to use, but we do believe that it is as equally important in master as it is in expert, or in expert as it is in master. So we're adding it on the guide. Very important for us to add everything. If you do not want to use it, that's up to you, obviously. But there is a reason to why there are the same players fighting at the top for the gold banners and for the medals all the time. That's because they're using wind angle tweaks as well. So make sure to check out our expert guide, sign up. We're doing the final round and the qualifying round guide as per usual for the 6th anniversary 9-hole Cup and all the 9-hole Cup moving forward. Scan the QR code here at the top and unlock the access to Telegram chats and also to the guide. Let's have a look at Master Division, and to have that said as well, we do present all the data that we do collect. We don't just present some of the data just because it would be harder for the users to follow. We present all the data, and it's up to you as a user to decide what you feel that you want to follow. Because again, we are doing a guide, right? So you decide what to follow, because we want you obviously to be able to pick and choose. Either you follow all or you follow some, just that it improves your game overall. We do have the general advice and understanding our guides page, and that one together with balls, curl, and wind angles, I would say it's important to have a read through. Take yourself 5 minutes, read it through. There is also those hyperlinks here. You can see all the YouTube buttons here that will direct you to the specific videos for that, so you can get some example of that as well. I would say that when it is so much data on the guide, it is truly an important thing for you to read it through to get a better understanding. If there is something you don't understand, we will always be there to answer. Here we always present who is actually working on what during the 9-hole Cups. It is different sometimes from what we do have in an 18-hole tournament. Sometimes it is the same. And that is something we want to present, and you will see that it's not just one-man band. We are a lot of people helping out in all the divisions to provide you the best possible content. Obviously, having more people will help out immensely. Let's take a look at one par 4 and one par 3. You can see here that we do have our main text, maybe a little bit small here now on the screen. But we do have the drive and the second shot separated, this to be easier to follow and to not just blur it all together by having it on the left side and then on the right side. We do feel that top, bottom, that's a natural way of moving your eyesight and stuff like that. Having specific things as tables to simplify the way that you're making an adjustment. Don't have to do the slider manually. Set as a firm slider, then you add or subtract from there to make it easy. It's everything about to make a shot easy, but also very drop friendly. So a par 4, par 5, similar type of structure. A par 3, you can see here now, big landing position picture to really put the point on what we want to focus on, and trying definitely to use a lot of max and min lines to simplify that. Again, it's all about making it simple to follow. That gives you a good outcome in the end. Then VPR tables on the side. You see here now that we have for win 5 and win 4 on this specific slides. Usually don't, but on this one we have. If there is wind angles presented, we are obviously presenting that as well, which is a crucial thing that we were first on doing, that we have evolved and are by far the leaders when it comes to understanding the wind angles and how the effect will be. That is something you don't have to use if you don't want to, but it will be there. We can take, for example, here. Here are wind angles that suggest you to do minor tweaks depending on what type of wind angle you have in the game, right? If you don't want to follow that, that's fine. But those that are shooting the best scores are following stuff like this, because it will increase the drop percentage on that specific par 3. So here you have some example from the master guide. Again, if you do want to see more examples, make sure to email support@golfclashtommy.com and we can definitely help you out there. Obviously, full access to the guide, Telegram chat, and everything else in the package will be once you do sign up. So scan the QR code here at the top or use the link patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Thank you so much everybody for watching this video where we've been going through the 9-hole Cup guide packages and guides that we do have. Hopefully you found something that looked good to you. What you need to have in mind though, if investing in our platform, getting the guide from us, it will mean that you will spend less time practicing yourself. You will waste less balls, which in the end should be a net profit for you. by having our guides and also saving time, because time is money. So make sure to do the right thing. Sign up, scan the QR code there on the screen, or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy and try it out for some time and see if it is something that helps improve your game. Thank you so much once again for watching, and a massive good luck in the big game 9-hole cup.